Welcome, friends, to Southwest Prophecy Ministries. I am David Schnittger, along with Carol Rushton, and our emphasis in terms of our weekly website videos is on Bible prophecy fulfilled. We've been hearing a lot in the news recently about Russia's increased military activity in the Middle East. Today's news item deals with Russia, Israel, and Ezekiel 38. Our first article appeared in the October 7, 2015 edition of the website Israel Today and is entitled Huge Amount of Oil Discovered on Golan Heights, quoting from the article. Exploratory drilling carried out by the OPEC company on the southern Golan Heights taps into reserves containing an estimated 1 billion barrels of black gold. Dropping global oil prices could prevent Israel from actually producing oil at the site. According to the report, recent exploratory drilling on the Golan has located a reserve of enough oil to supply Israel's needs for many years to come. OPEC chief geologist Dr. Yuval Bartov told Channel 2 News that we're talking about a 350-meter or 1,100-foot thick layer, and the deciding factor is the porous thickness. Layers average 20 to 30 meters, that is 70 to 100 feet. Here there's 10 times what other locations contain, which means a significant amount. What is important to know is that the shale contains oil, and we know it does. The question now is how worthwhile producing oil from the reserve would be and how much it would cost to do so. Global oil prices are plummeting, and the high cost of drilling for and extracting the oil could make the venture non-cost effective. Bartov also noted that the drilling has also raised geopolitical issues since in the international arena, the Golan Heights is considered disputed territory. Israel took control of the Golan Heights from Syria during the Six-Day War in 1967 and later annexed the area in a move that has not been recognized internationally." End quote.
Our next article may bear some relationship to the former. The Debka File website published an article on October 5, 2015 entitled, "With Russia's Deputy Army Chief due in Israel, Moscow posts 64 S-300 ship-to-air missiles off Syria, northern Israel." Quoting from the article, Friday, October 2nd, the Russian Defense Ministry announced the surprise deployment of Navy cruiser the Moskva, armed with 64 advanced anti-aircraft missiles, S-300 ship-to-air missiles, opposite the Syrian coastal town of Latakia. The Debka File's military sources point out that Russia, without saying so publicly, has thus created an effective no-fly zone over most of Syria, most of northern Israel, including the Golan, as well as southern Turkey. End quote.
Thank you, Carol. When you combine this massive oil find in the Golan Heights with news of Russia effectively establishing a no-fly zone over the Golan, I'm reminded of Ezekiel 38, which many believe refers to modern-day Russia. Let me quote some verses from Ezekiel 38. "And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen. In the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people, against the mountains of Israel. Thus saith the Lord God. It shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls, and have neither bars nor gates, to take a spoil and to take a prey." Could these recent developments be advancing the pieces of the chessboard of nations closer to their divinely ordained positions in preparation for that great northern invasion of Israel in the latter days predicted in Ezekiel 38 and 39? Is the oil the spoil? Time will tell, but until next time, this is David Schnittger reminding you to keep occupying until He comes.